Hey everyone, Adrian Morrison here, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about something really freaking cool. This is one of the most exciting videos in the entire series of training about Shopify. This is a little secret, a little formula that I've kept to myself. I haven't revealed it to anybody in 8 months. I've been saving it up for this course right here. And this is what has made me so dang profitable over the past 8 months using the free plus shipping method specifically. Most people that are trying the method are just selling one item. Every time they get an order, they're selling one item. One thing I've noticed is they're charging less money for everything and they're selling less products, meaning their average customer order value, that is the amount of money their average customer spends, is really low. Now, I'm going to give you my secret sauce formula right here, right now. So take notes, pay very close attention to this module. I'm telling you, this will make or break your profitability on many of your products. So pay very close attention. I want to show you how to get a high average order value. That means every time a customer comes in, I want them to spend a lot of money. I want them to buy multiple products. So free plus shipping customers are kind of, everybody always says, oh, free plus shipping is, you can make a good bit of money with that, but the customers are low quality. No, they're not. Not if you send them through the right type of funnel, not if you present them with the right offer. Free plus shipping customers will spend a lot of money and they will place orders on your store for upwards of $100. I'm telling you, they do it all the time on my store every week. So I have mastered getting a customer to click on a free offer and actually end up spending $20, $30 on average and upwards of $100 to $200. And one of the main reasons I believe this is happening is because of impulse purchasing and indecisiveness. So I think impulse and indecisiveness are huge factors here. All right, so I'm going to talk a little bit about that, more about that in just a second, okay? And another thing is the perception of free results in this Black Friday mentality. Have you ever seen those crazy videos of customers at Walmart just like fighting and literally fist fighting? I'm talking about men, women, children just freaking piling up like they're on a football field and they're tackling somebody to fight over a TV that's been marked down $30. I mean, it's absolutely unreal. Well, the free plus shipping offers a perception of that Black Friday mentality. When people see an offer that's really, really good, they start to freak out a little bit. They start to do things they typically would not do. Hence those crazy videos on YouTube about in Walmart with the Black Friday stuff. And that goes back to that impulse purchasing and indecisiveness. They'll buy things that they don't need just because they are a good deal. Have you ever seen anybody like that? They'll get stuff that they don't need just because it's a really good deal and they like saving money. Not because they want it, because they like saving money. And then indecisiveness is also a factor. Because it's such a good deal, people will buy multiple items if they can. You might see some of those Black Friday videos where people have bought like 3 Xboxes and stuff like that because they're just buying as much as they can. That Black Friday mentality, they're buying as much as they can because it's a good deal. And no good deals last forever, right? Unless you're doing free plus shipping with Shopify, then you want them to last forever so you can continue to get more and more customers. So we're going to be playing off impulse and indecisiveness. But in order to do that, and of course this perception of Black Friday mentality, but in order to do that, you need to understand 3 simple things in our formula, okay? Now, the main key thing I want you to understand is product variations. Write that down in your notes. Product variations. People always ask me, Adrian, how do you have people come in on a free plus shipping offer and spend $100? It's because I have product variations. I show them a couple of things that I know are going to play on their impulse purchasing and their indecisiveness and their Black Friday mentality. So what do I mean by product variations? I'm talking about products that have different color options, red, blue, green. Have you ever been in a store and you're picking out, let's say, a t-shirt, but they had it in a couple of different colors, and you really like red, you really like blue, and you really like green, and they had it in all three colors, and you were like, okay, well, dang, I can't get all three. Which color do I want? Just pick one. Is it going to be blue or green or red? And you might sit there for 5 or 10 minutes trying to figure out which dang color you want to buy. But if it was a good enough deal, right? Some people would say, you know what? I'm not going to sit here for 10 minutes and debate. I'm just going to get all three. Why wouldn't I? They're a great deal, right? That's that impulse and that indecisiveness playing in our favor here. Another thing is different styles, different style options. So on a lot of the jewelry that we sell, we try to always find products that have a gold version, a silver version, and a rose gold version, because people might buy all three. For instance, I really like rose gold jewelry, right? But not all of my stuff, not all of my watches are rose gold. I also have a silver one and a yellow gold one. And so when I'm wearing my gold watch, if I'm going to wear a ring, I'm going to want to wear a yellow gold ring. When I'm wearing my silver watch, I'm going to want to wear my silver ring, and so on and so on and so on. And this especially plays well into women, because they have a lot of different jewelry, and more so than men, typically at least. And you're supposed to match metal with metal, or maybe you're not supposed to, but a lot of people do. So my point is, people will come in and they'll say, oh, I really like these earrings. I think I'm going to get them in gold, silver, and rose because it's such a good deal and it'll match all of the different sets of jewelry that I currently have. The third thing in the secret sauce is gender or sibling options. So I have done huge things with this right here. I'm talking about necklaces that say stuff like proud grandpa, but then I'll also have in the listing proud grandma, proud dad, proud mom. Then I'll have stuff like cousins, aunts, uncles, right? So genders and siblings. See, what happens here is somebody comes in that's, let's say, a proud grandma, and they click on a necklace that says proud grandma. And when they click on that necklace, they also see a couple of other options. They see one that says, let's say, proud mom. All right, so they're going to say, I want to buy the proud grandma necklace for myself because I'm a proud grandma. But my daughter is also a proud mom to my granddaughter. So as a gift, I'm going to buy her the proud mom necklace as well. So what happens is, playing off of that impulse, that indecisiveness, that Black Friday mentality, it's a good deal, may as well get one and buy a gift for somebody else. By offering stuff that's gender for multiple genders or multiple siblings, you end up getting people that come in and buy 2 or 3 because they're buying them for family members or husband or wife. So you could do proud husband, proud wife, proud whatever. So start looking for that. So when you're searching for products on AliExpress, you want to try to look for products with these 3 things, or at least one of these 3 things. So I'm going to prove it to you right now. I'm going to show you an order from this week that is a pretty big order for free plus shipping items. Then we're going to jump to AliExpress, and I'm going to show you some of these offers that have different styles, colors, and so forth, okay? So let's just jump into my Shopify store real quick. Okay, so here we are in my Shopify store. I have order 85,000 pulled up. I mean, I've had a lot of orders in my store. This one was just yesterday at 5:36 p.m. All right, this is not a screenshot. We're actually in my web browser here, okay? And I have the customer's personal information blurred out for obvious reasons, but you can see they spent $119. Now, notice that $119 is categorized under shipping. So anybody's saying, oh, nobody's gonna pay $10 per item for shipping, check this out right here. I've got over $1 million in sales that says they will, right? So I have a couple of different variations of this product. I have the product blurred out for the privacy of my own store because I actually do this stuff. I'm not just teaching an idea, I actually do it. But what you can see is right here, it says number 4 and number 2 and number 3 and number 1. So this particular product has 4 different variations, right? So 4 different styles. In this particular case, it's not colors, it's 4 different styles. And the person that came in was just so excited about it, they bought 3 of each. Now, I would imagine that they're buying, basically this is a set. So it looks like they bought 3 sets, and they probably are gonna give 2 away to some friends or as a gift to a family member or something. Point is, they came in, they saw a good deal, they got the Black Friday mentality, they had potentially the indecisiveness on which style they wanted. They impulse purchased all of them, and then they decided it's such a good deal, I'm gonna buy 2 more sets of all 4 options for some friends or family members. They spent $119 in this order, all right? And we get orders like this every single week. Now, of course, this isn't typical every day, but our average order value is actually 2 to 3 items. So when customers come in, they're not just buying 1 product, they're buying 2. So our average order value is over $20. This is why I'm so much more profitable than anyone and everyone else not using my secret sauce. So remember, 2 main things that people are not doing that I am that's contributing to my success. Number 1, they're charging too little for the shipping and handling. All right, you got all these people out there saying, oh, I think I should pay, I think you should charge $4 or $3 or $6 for shipping and handling because $10 is too much. Wrong. No, it's not. $10 is actually the sweet spot according to the 85,000 orders I have in this store. So look, a lot of people, they start fearing failure and they get intimidated, so they back down. I have never been one to back down. I like to test the limits when it comes to success and online marketing. I want to see, what can I do? How far can I go with something before it starts to trend down? I'm not scared of failure, right? And that is why I'm always succeeding to the max limit here. And $10 for shipping is not that bad. You can see right here, and this customer's probably thrilled. They're probably going to send me some photos with their items because I do a follow-up series where I ask them to send me pictures and reviews. We'll talk about that later in the course. But this is my point, guys. Don't fear failure. Don't question yourself. Don't question what I'm teaching in here. Plug into the formula, okay? Don't try to reinvent it. Don't let somebody else tell you to, charge less for something. I have tested all the prices. $6, $7, $8, $9, $10. I've even tested $12 shipping, which did not do very well. And I found the sweet spot. I've lost money and time to figure out what works so I can teach it to you guys. And the secret sauce is variations, okay? And playing off that impulse, indecisive, Black Friday mentality. Now, let's jump over to AliExpress, and I'm going to show you a couple of items that I believe fit this formula for my secret sauce. So let's jump over there now. Okay, so here we are on AliExpress.com, and I searched for nurse bracelets. These are actually quite popular, and you can see there's all sorts of similar bracelets here. And what I'm talking about, or what I was talking about a second ago, is some people will come here and say, oh, a nurse bracelet. I really like this color red. And this is what they'll put on their store. And it'll do well. I've seen these bracelets sell like crazy, actually. But what they're missing out on are those variational orders that increase your average order value. See, what I would do is say, okay, this is a good price, it's a good bracelet, but let's see if I can find it in more colors, which I did. I came over here to this vendor and I found the same product for the same price. Look, it's not $13, it is actually $1.30 each. This is just how they have it listed. It's just the way they listed the price. But they're actually the same price. Actually, they're cheaper. These are 30 cents less. But look, we've got it in blue. We've got it in pink. We've got it in that same color red. And we've even got a couple of different variations, right? With LPN, CNA, and also with the little charms that hang off of it, right? So what we would do here is this secret sauce is we just put all of these on the same sales page. And then when we create our product in Shopify, we would just add the variations. So when you watch the video on adding a product to your store or the Shopify product overview, you'll see where I point out variations with styles and colors. So you can put all of the products on one sales page because they're all the same product. They just have different colors or different charms. And I promise you, if you have a successful ad, you will see customers come in and buy more than one color. They might be buying a second one for their friends or maybe for themselves because they like 2 or 3 different colors. But this is how you scoop up extra revenue, increase your profits, increase your average order value, and run a more successful business. All right, so let's just look at a couple more. I think I have 2 or 3 more up. So this right here would be an example of different styles, right? So these bracelets right here have different, there's a bunch of these that have different looks on them. And then another one I found were these little necklaces where they're different colors and different styles as well. This is what you want to look for. This is not what you want to look for, where they just have one option, okay? Find the variations, use my secret sauce formula, increase your profits, and as I'm going to say, or may have already said in many, many videos, crush it. As a matter of fact, if you're excited about this, just go in your Facebook news feed right now and just type in ready to crush it. Because I'm telling you, if you use this secret sauce, this is going to make all the difference in your business. That's it for this video. Hope you're stoked. Hope you're excited. And I'll see you on the next one.